Fast food locations are currently shifting toward automated ordering as a primary method for capturing sales. Across the industry, brands are deploying hardware like these digital menu boards to manage a higher volume of transactions with a smaller staff presence. For operators, the financial logic of the self-order kiosk is based on specific performance gains, interacting with these screens than ever before. High utilization metrics can create a blind spot in executive decision-making. There is a tendency to look at terminal usage data and conclude that because a customer ordered through a screen, they preferred that experience. Forcing customers into a single digital channel by removing counter staff creates a specific form of silent churn. When traditional telemetry only tracks terminal usage, it misses the customers who simply choose not to return. This bar chart visualizes the sentiment breakdown from a Scene Lab survey of over 2,500 fast food customers. While usage is rising, only 58% of users are satisfied with self-order kiosks. Almost a quarter are indifferent, and 18% are actively frustrated. That dissatisfaction is heavily skewed by age. If we isolate the demographics, we see a divide. 78% of Gen Z customers prefer kiosks, while only 19% of boomers share that preference. When we aggregate the total addressable market, we are left with a 42% gap. Nearly half of all customers walking through the door still prefer a human cashier and standard counter service. We can isolate 3 distinct failure points driving this 42. Researchers swabbed touchscreens at 8 McDonald's locations and found fecal bacteria and pathogens like staph and listeria. These results suggest that standard cleaning protocols are often insufficient to kill all bacteria on the glass. This risk forces a behavioral change. 22% of customers avoid standard contact with the screen, instead knuckle-tapping the display to avoid surface contamination. This hesitation directly degrades hardware performance. Knuckle-tapping makes touch targets harder to hit. It leads to misclicks and increases the time required to complete a single transaction. Hygiene concerns act as a physical barrier to the kiosk's primary function. The resulting change in user behavior creates a mechanical friction that slows down the very speed the technology was designed to provide. The second friction point involves the payment process. 68% of customers report feeling alienated by digital tip prompts on automated self-order screens. Tipping has traditionally functioned as a reward for observed human effort. It is a transaction based on the quality of a specific service interaction. This matrix shows research from Temple University on pre-service tipping. When human interaction is invisible and a machine asks for a tip before any service is rendered, we see a sharp drop in customer comfort levels. These prompts trigger negative emotions like uncertainty and guilt. Customers are being forced to evaluate the quality of a service experience that has not happened yet. For consumers constrained by inflation and rising menu prices, these prompts can feel like an unjustified expense. PYMNTS intelligence data shows that 1 in 3 shoppers are now being asked to tip for retail or grocery purchases at self-checkout. Soliciting a premium gratuity for zero human interaction strips the transaction of its legitimacy. It risks damaging the long-term brand trust for the sake of a short-term increase in ticket size. The final friction point is the anxiety loop. 38% of users report struggling to locate basic menu items hidden behind complex navigation trees and automated upselling prompts. According to Glory Global Solutions, 88% of U.S. consumers using self-service machines have felt frustrated by the technology. These units often fail physical accessibility standards. The U.S. Access Board is currently reviewing kiosks because many models lack audio output, have poor font visibility, or position screens too high for users in wheelchairs or scooters. When these design failures occurred in public, they generate speed anxiety. 29% of customers report feeling stressed when they struggle with a complex screen, while a line of waiting patrons forms behind them. A system engineered to eliminate bottlenecks becomes a source of public stress when the interface design fails to account for user anxiety and physical accessibility. Operators can protect their margins by adjusting their environments to accommodate the 42% of the market that resists self-service. The first directive is performative sanitation. Visible proof of cleanliness is required to bypass hygiene anxiety. Attaching hand sanitizer stations directly to the hardware provides the customer with the immediate tools needed to feel comfortable interacting with the glass. The second directive is to remove percentage-based tipping prompts from automated kiosk flows. Preserving brand trust is a more sustainable long-term strategy than capturing machine-solicited gratuities from resentful customers. The third directive is preserving omni-channel choice. Adopting a kiosk-only layout forces a high-friction experience onto the 42% of the market that prefers a human cashier. This flowchart shows the optimal layout. Kiosks function as a high-speed bypass lane, while a traditional counter is maintained to serve other demographics. Removing the option of human interaction risks pushing customers toward competitors who still provide a choice of service channels. A successful P&L requires measuring more than just terminal utilization. If the data ignores the physical and psychological friction of the customer experience, it masks the long-term erosion of the brand's core audience.